If you're addicted to sugar, carbs, or food, you have a binging problem, you clicked on this, you're here because you want to know how to stop these behaviors, how to change your life in 3 weeks. Let me preface this by saying it's very difficult, but you can do it. Give me the next 10 minutes and then give yourself the next 3 weeks. If you can get through those 3 weeks, your life will be very different on the other side. What's up, sugar junkies? Checking in on day 63 of sugar sobriety. We've gone past 2 months now. Everything's going great. Let's get right down to brass tacks. You're here because you want to know what you have to do in 3 weeks to kick sugar and carbs. First of all, it's very difficult. It's not easy. Sugar Junkie's never going to lie to you, okay? I'm just not. Is this a simple thing to do? No, it sucks. You're going to curse my name a few times probably. You probably be like, why did I click on this idiot's picture with the bright orange visor and his finest mustard yellow shirt? Well, if you can get through it, maybe you'll thank me. Maybe. What do you have to do? You have to stop eating sugar and carbs for 3 weeks. All of them. I'm talking about bread. Don't tell me, oh, but Sugar Junkie, I just like to have bread. You know, that doesn't count as sugar, does it? It counts. Oh, I just like a little pasta. It counts. I like a little bit of cereal in the morning. It counts. You can't have any of this stuff. I'm sorry, guys, but you need to cut the carbs. Carbs equals sugar equals carbs for the most part. You can have a few with your veggies, but you ideally want to stay under 25 grams of carbs a day. If you're addicted to them, and chances are, if you're binging and you're out of control with your eating, this is probably the issue. You probably have an addiction, whether you realize it or not. Cut them down to 25 grams a day. And that, by the way, that doesn't mean have like a 25-gram dose of sugary crap. That will not help your cause. That'll just make you crave more. Don't do it. When I'm talking 25, I mean in your vegetables, in the foods that you're eating, the normal human foods that you're eating. You're going to be sticking mostly to meat, vegetables, cheese, eggs, that kind of thing. So that's the what. The how is the more important here. How do you do this? How do we make this 3 weeks of hell as simple as possible? I want to get you there as easy as I can get you there. None of this stuff is going to make it easy. It's going to make it easier. But if you do each of these little things, you're going to be moving that needle in the right direction, and a whole bunch of little things add up. Stick with this. Do everything you can. You might find little tricks and tips that work even better for you. Awesome. Stick them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I want you to take this challenge on. This is my 3-week challenge to you, okay? I want you to take this on. Number 1, go to bed. Get to bed at a stable bedtime. No, don't be like me. I was constantly a person who stays up till 2 in the morning on a weeknight. It's insanity. Number 1, it's terrible for your health all by itself. Number 2, if you wake up tired, your body is not going to be properly equipped to fight this thing. You're going to be tired, you're going to feel like garbage, and at some point your willpower, or I don't like to say willpower, your mental strength is going to be a lot weaker, okay? So you want to put yourself in a position to win this thing, not to lose. Sleep and hydration are the number 1 and number 2 things. Number 2, hydration. Water, baby, water. Drink as much water as you can. I'm not kidding. 2 liters of water a day should be your minimum, but you should be getting 2 liters of water a day. How do you do that? Carry a water bottle around with you. And if you know how much that contains, fill it up twice or 3 times or whatever you need. But do it. Stay hydrated. Again, you're helping your body fight this thing. If you have water in your system, you're going to be a little bit fuller just from that, believe it or not. And you're just going to be less likely to binge. The good news is you have a lot of choices as far as what you can eat. Bacon is a great choice, very filling, makes me very happy. And I usually have probably 6 strips of bacon every morning. It's part of my breakfast. Maybe all of my breakfast, depends how I feel. I might have a couple of hard-boiled eggs with it. But I'm really only eating maybe 2 meals a day because my window is so short. Doesn't matter, but eat something that you're going to enjoy so you feel full and you're happy. Don't worry about fat, don't worry about your calories, just worry about your carbs right now. I'm making a video. Unless, of course, someone steals your bacon. I got a bacon thief in the house, so, you know, my breakfasts vary. Number 3, do not starve yourself. We're not going on any kind of special diet right now. It's a keto-based diet, but you don't really need to fast. I would prefer if you don't eat past 8 p.m. because you want to go to sleep on an empty stomach so that your body's not processing food instead of sleeping. You'll get better rest. But you're not, all you're focusing on right now is kicking the sugar and carbs. If you can do that, you're going to be fine. All you're doing is drying out your system. You're going to go through withdrawals. You're going to get rid of this stuff, and then boom, you're going to feel better. Remember, this is not a weight problem that we have. The problem is we're focusing on weight all the time. Of course, we all want to lose the weight. The weight is a symptom of an addiction. This is a brain problem that we have. We are addicted mentally and physically and chemically to sugar. Journal your food intake. This is a great habit to get into, and it will keep you accountable. When you look back and see what you ate, you're going to be thinking about it more, and it'll automatically make you a bit more responsible because you're paying attention to what you're eating. But journal, whether you want to do it the good old-fashioned way on pen and paper, you could use a quill if you prefer and parchment, or you can use an app. It doesn't really matter. Probably most of you don't do meditation. This is a personal thing. You don't have to meditate, but meditation and mindfulness will put you in such a good headspace. It will make you recognize the here and now, and it makes you kind of appreciate the moment more. And what I mean by that, you don't even have to meditate to do this, but try to think about the moment. When you eat crappy food, how long do you enjoy that? And what do you get from it? Weigh those pros and cons. When you're about to binge or eat something terrible, ask yourself, how long am I going to feel good for? What am I going to get from this? I know what I get from it. I get that momentary satisfaction. I feel good for like 30 seconds. Barely even. Even while I'm eating, I'm beating myself up mentally for eating it. So I don't even feel that good. It's like I'm giving myself that dopamine hit of the taste for a second. Soon as that food goes down my gullet, I'm already guilt tripping myself over it. Is that worth it? I don't think so. Plus, after that, those few seconds of pleasure give you months of pain. So just try to stay in the moment. But, you know, meditation is something that I think everyone should look into. It's really fantastic, and it can help change your life. Get all the crap out of your house. That means sugar, bread, carbs, pasta, cereal, all the fun stuff. If you see something in your house, in your pantry, you say, oh, that looks really good. I could really enjoy that. Get it out. Just get the crap out of your house. If it's not there, you can't eat it. Clean a room in your house. It doesn't necessarily have to be cleaning a room. My point is this. Do something that's going to make you feel like you accomplished something today. If you do that once a day, it's going to give you a little bit of momentum. It's going to make you feel like you did something. And believe it or not, the brain is a weird thing, but it kind of tricks your brain into thinking, oh, I already did some good stuff today. Do I really want to blow it? It gives you some stakes for the day. One of the most important things you can do is just get moving. Take a walk, exercise, do whatever. You know, the good weather's coming and there's no excuses, no matter where you live at this point. If you do some kind of exercise, that will just make you feel like you accomplished something that day. You'll feel better and you won't want to blow it. You're less likely to blow it at night. This is everything that I can think of that you need to do for these 3 weeks. Now, this works for me. Is it easy? Hell no, it's not easy, guys. It's not. This is going to be 3 weeks of no fun, the first couple weeks especially, and in that 3rd week, you'll start to turn a corner. But you got to get through it. Now, give me these 3 weeks. Give yourself these 3 weeks. If you could do this, you honestly will feel like a different person. You will feel like you have a superpower. Those cravings for carbs at some point, it's a little bit different for everyone, just shut off. And when they shut off, it feels like you get out of prison. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I am so giddy about the way I feel. Like, I want to share it with other people. That's the reason I YouTube this stuff, because I just know that I feel like a different person. And this is not the kind of thing that a lot of diets and exercise systems will tell you. One last thing, guys. This is the most important. If you fail, if you get 3 days in, 5 days in, and you fail, and by the way, you will fail. We all fail. Do you think this was my first attempt? I didn't say, hey, I'm going to quit sugar, and boom, I just did it. This took me like 7 or 8 tries. So if you fail, do not beat yourself up. We have this thing in our heads that'll make us shame spiral, but in the back of our heads, the old lizard brain is telling us, just eat. You screwed up. It's not worth it. You failed. You may as well eat bad now that you failed. If you eat badly, if you binge, if you make a mistake, don't say, oh, the day is ruined. It's over for me. I may as well keep eating bad. No, because if you're like me, you could add another pound or 2 to yourself. Don't do that. If you've lost half the day, say, you know what? I'm going to own the rest of the day. I'm starting again right now. Don't give up, because you can do this. You really can. But don't quit quitting, as they say, okay? Honestly, you're going to fail. Don't beat yourself up for it. That's human nature. And you're fighting an addiction, so it's normal to fail. That is normal. But you might get lucky on your first try, and you might not. Everybody's different. But stick with it. Honestly, man, I can't stress how important it is not to go into a shame spiral if you blow it, because it's hard. This is very hard. I don't have any easy answers for you. I just have what works for me. So that's it, guys. Try these 3 weeks. If you get through the 3 weeks and you say, this is garbage, I don't like this, delete me, unsubscribe, give me a big old thumbs down, whatever you want to do. If it works for you, and I think it will, let me know. So, good luck. You got a tough 3-week journey ahead of you, but I believe in you. You can do this. Thanks for watching, guys. And remember, life is so much sweeter without sugar.